2021. Today we have a multi-world race, Golden Shower, hosting MM2 NES cartridge versus Last Minute, Neorific, and sorry if I'm past that. I'm Gasky, and I'm joined today by Clark. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. I'm really excited to see this matchup. These are four really skilled randomizer players. It's unfortunate that we had to have a team drop, but Team Last Minute looks really good. Honestly, I mean, both of these teams do. Golden Shower, MM2, NES Cartridge, and Toasty are not strangers to randomizers at all. I believe they both exited the Swiss stage of the SM Rat tournament that's going on right now, 6-1. MM2 might have been 5-2. But very skilled runners.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Neorific. Well, I'm familiar with three of the runners here, not so much with Farflu. Neorific, I know, plays some SMZ3. Toasty has been playing Rando for a while, and M2, I know. Seen them around a little bit.
Yeah, Farfalu's good at Randomizer. I believe he is 5-2 in the SM Rat tournament, or the SM Rat. He also runs RBO. He recently just did a completely deathless RBO run, which is quite an achievement.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Okay, so most of our runners here play SMZ3, it looks like. Yeah, so just a bit of an introduction to the format for those who may not have seen any of the races this week so far. We are running a multi-world seed, and what that means is all of the items are shuffled as you might expect in a normal major-minor race. E-tanks and all the named items are in one pool shuffled together, and all the missiles, super missiles, and power bombs are in the other pool shuffled together. However, this time you can find items for your partner and they can find items for you. So Farfalu's Speed Booster might be in Neorific's Morph Ball location or something like that. So you're generally going to see teams want to pick up sort of a greater percentage of items overall.
Yeah, and so the teams will each basically get 2 rounds that have the same item layout, and just like you said, items for one player can be in another player's world, or will get sent to them. And I think what we've been doing this week is we'll refer to player 1 as the top 2 and then player 2 as the bottom, just for convenience.
Yeah, it's really nice. But both teams are running like the same seed, so to speak, where top players have the same ROM and the bottom players have the same ROM. So until we see a route deviation, you can expect the top 2 trackers to look very similar and the bottom 2 trackers to look similar to each other. However, there are a variety of routes we can see. The biggest decision generally that you'll see early on is whether players want to go up or down Red Tower, either going up to Fantoon or down to Norfair. And hell runs are in logic, so you can do quite a bit of Norfair without any suits.
Yep, I think I don't remember exactly. I think you need 5 E tanks or reserve tanks to get over to Bubble Mountain, and then a little less for ice speed.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and that's logically, we see many people feel comfortable 4 for Bubble Mountain, 3 for ice. Okay, yeah. We'll see people feel comfortable doing 2 E-Tank ice runs sometimes, although it's not ideal. Any less than 4 for Bubble Mountain Hell runs gets really scary, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can do it. Like, I'm pretty sure you can do it with 2. It's just very precise.
Yeah. It also depends on what else you have. Like, if you have Space Jump or Screw Attack or something like that, you can save quite a bit of time. Now, interestingly, we haven't seen any power bombs so far in either seed. I wonder if this will be a late power bomb seed. We'll see that sometimes where our runners sort of have to scramble around for ammo. It does mean that the bomb Torizo check has to be either bombs, speed booster, or screw attack. And it's both speed boosters. Interesting.
Yeah, the reason for that is basically you need to get through the wall there to get to the grid star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now speed booster is always a great item to find. Of course, it makes you go faster, which is pretty good for speedrunning. However, it also gives us logical access to Botswoon and by extension Dragon, and it can allow our runners to speed Zepskim if they know that. And I believe that was a bomb at Terminator.
Yeah, I think that was bombs for player 1.
Mm-hmm. Is Nito planning on doing a gauntlet spark here?
Maybe. Or no, looks like Nito's going back in.
Okay, maybe just a refill.
And we have kind of an interesting glitch here on the lower right side. This happens like when you shine spark over to the left to that door, the Terminator room. For some reason, when it has to do with camera alignment, I think, but you'll get sort of this visual glitch here.
Yeah, very nice. We saw Toasty try and use some invisible bombs there to try and access those minor item locations. At this point, runners will almost always have power bombs, so you're just sort of going to be muscle memory doing those checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to be leaving behind Edacoons. Anytime you're sort of leaving behind a major item location like that is really scary. Player 1 got bombs. And there's our first power bomb pack. It is for player 2. Toasty at least wants to go right back for Edacoons. I agree with this decision. I think right now is pretty much the best time you can do it.
Yeah, that's true. It's really tough to get back there. At least like in an efficient manner.
Mm-hmm. Farfalu needs supers.
Yep, and he gets a drop. Bug there. Maybe gonna farm some more.
Yeah, if you don't feel completely confident with your reverse green gate glitch, I like farming up at least one more. Interesting. So Farflu wants to check Spore Spawn. Now that both teams have super missiles and power bombs, I'm not sure about this call. Like,
Yeah,
obviously more ammo is nice to have, but this is Farflu spending quite a bit of time on this check.
Yeah, I agree. It would be nice, like, especially if it's power bombs, like, it's nice to have 10 instead of 5, but you'll often see that location skipped.
Yeah, and Varia's suit for player 2 is at player 1 wave gate.
Interesting. So maybe we'll see, with that Varia suit, maybe the runners will be more inclined to go down instead of the tower.
Yeah, if our runners feel comfortable with something like high jumpless lava dive, which is a rather advanced trick, then our runners could potentially clear all of Norfair and Lower Norfair in one go. I don't think it's even a bad play to sort of just go down to Norfair and hope you find what you need along the way. Yeah, seems like Farflu doesn't moonwalk. There actually is a setup to normalize your positioning without moonwalking, where you basically start spin jumping against the wall, let go of left before you hit the wall, and then you just quickly tap right to do like a wall jump check, and you're right up against the wall.
Yeah, and there's Gravity Suit for player 1 waterway. That's a pretty nice find.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Seeing 2 suits this early on is quite nice. I don't like calling anything a jet siege before we have seen every single suit. However, this is quite a fast start to a suit. Toasty and Farflu probably have a pretty good idea of where they want to go. MM2 and Niterific, that gravity can open up a bit more. They could, for example, decide that they want to go down, kill Kraid, check those 2 major item locations, and then do Meridia or something. And at this point, they can full clear Meridia except for Shack Tool. They even have Plasma for Plasma Room.
Yeah, they have like a whole lot of the game open to them. And it looks like MM2 is going for a spike suit here in the bridge room. I couldn't tell if he got it, but it looks like he's going to go and use it on the way to X-Ray.
Very nicely done. Yeah, this is tech that I would not be surprised to sort of become more widespread as time goes on. It is both faster and for the actual X-ray room execution part, much easier than doing the standard D-boost.
Absolutely.
However, obviously you need to get a spike suit.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient if you can pull it off. And if you have bombs and speed when you're there. I think that's probably one of the main reasons you don't see it too often.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised MM2 wanted to wait here. You can get by only taking like 100 damage or something exiting here when you have Gravity Suit. Yeah, MM2 did take quite a few extra hits from the spikes, so his health is a bit low, but for this area... Oh, right. It's Total's Rando. I've got Dash on the mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you know how the suits affect that spike damage? Like this gravity suit?
So
Like
Gravity Suit does not affect environmental damage. Doesn't protect from environmental damage at all. And Varia has twice as much environmental protection as it normally would. So with just Varia, those spikes only deal 15 to you. However, with just Gravity, they still do the normal 60.
Alright, and it looks like we've got Nidorific deciding to go up to the wreck ship here.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad call, especially with gravity and speed.
Yeah, player 1 will be able to full clear wrecked ship. Only Nidorific opted to go up. And MM2 shows off one of the more frustrating things about Randomizer is that speed without high jump is really annoying.
Yeah, the speed will reduce your jump height. I think it depends on your running speed, but for the most part, you're not going to be jumping as high.
Yeah, it depends on how long you have been running. Once you've been running for long enough, then speed without high jump, you will still jump higher than no speed, no high jump. Toasty gets the crate quick kill, very nice, as MM2 prepares to attempt his.
And gets it. Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, I am curious if Farfaloo is maybe a bit unfamiliar with major-minor split overall. Checking that minor location behind Morph is pretty costly time-wise.
Yeah. If they're more experienced with SMZ3, it makes sense. Because that's always like the goal. Or like the equivalent of the goal. But
yeah, that's true. The players could be banking on not wanting to, or not expecting to find charge, and wanting to just be positive if they'll have enough ammo.
Yeah, that certainly could be a reason for it as well. It's kind of just one of those strategical concerns. Like, you kind of have to decide, like, am I going to look for more ammo or am I going to try to find charge?
Yeah, charge can be at some really nasty locations. And Toasty finds bombs there at ice. Once you have 15 power bombs, that bomb pickup isn't nearly as much of a boon. However, it will still save you some time. Like anytime you just need to bomb jump up somewhere.
Yeah. Nidorific takes on Bantu. Probably going to be clearing wreck ship here. Occasionally you'll see people who will decide to kill Fantoon, maybe check the supers item and then leave, but probably not as viable in multi-world. You could be leaving your teammates hiding behind or something.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, as soon as Farfaloo goes through Kraid, he will have both suits. So we're just going to be looking for player 1 gravity suit. And at that point, our players are pretty close to go mode. Like, Team Golden Shower just needs a gravity for MM2 and some ammo or charge. So they have speed to get to Bot's Wound. They have bombs to get through worst room in the game. It's not ideal. And Toasty has the space jump, which is much nicer.
Yep, Toasty is looking pretty good. Might want some quality of life items for Lower Norfair, like Screw or Plasma. And like you said, MM2 needs the suit and some ammo. So this is kind of looking like a pretty quick seed.
Yeah, that is true. Someone in the chat mentioning you can skip Varia with enough health. It is true, generally, you bare minimum want to see Screw Attack if you're going to do suitless Lower Norfair.
Yeah, for sure. Just because, like, just for the sake of conserving health and getting through rooms.
Like, you can manage it with Plasma, but Screw Attack is just really nice to have.
Nito kind of going back and forth on whether he wants that Spazer, but turns out it's his own, so just gonna reset out. Doesn't need that.
Yeah, and MM2 really wants this Shack tool. It's kind of an interesting play to make.
Yeah.
Obviously, Shack tool is quite time consuming.
Yeah, it is a check that could pay off if area is back here. I see it. Maybe it's kind of, oh, looks like he's reset now.
Yeah,
it is a little tough to get up there without high jump or space jump.
Absolutely. More than anything, I'm kind of surprised MM2 would want to go for it before killing Dragon. It's like once you have killed Dragon, I think it's very elegant to do this sort of loop of left sand pits into Shack Tool into Plasma.
Yeah.
Sort of an abridged version of what you might see in Hundo.
So it looks like MM2 actually does have his Varia. I must have missed that, but so probably not. You know, I think at this point they're probably just going to be looking for ammo and beams.
Yeah, this is some interesting routing from MM2 at this point, where like they're effectively go mode as soon as they find a way to kill Mother Brain. I guess at this point, MM2 just sort of wants to do the game from a bottom up.
Yeah, it is nice, you know, when you can just like kill Kraid, go down Norfair, and then kind of loop back up around.
Yeah, it is going to be an awkward worst room in the game here for MM2. However, like even bomb jumping doesn't take extremely long.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he'll have to, kill the pirates with the missiles. So not ideal, but potentially better than looking for something like high jump or screw attack. Well, we know screw is in wreck ship, so that would be a lot slower.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if worst room in the game takes an extra 30, 40 seconds or whatever for you, that's still going to be better than sort of running around looking for items. Yeah, it is a bit strange that MM2 would explicitly be in Meridia and then decide to grab that super missile in left sandpit.
Yeah, maybe not comfortable, like super comfortable with the Dragon fight with the slowed out. He would need to do speed and a combination of speed and super missiles.
He has grapple.
Oh, that's true, right?
Yeah. Is Nidourific going for the X-ray? He is. Interesting. So Nidourific wants the X-ray deboost. Now, if Nido misses the end part, he does have bombs, so it's not a huge deal.
Yep. Just making his way up there.
Bomb jumping here is terrifying because those waivers can just ruin your day.
Yeah, they are some of the more mildly annoying enemies in the game in that location. Yeah. Even with something like space jump, they just want to mess with you.
Yeah, I do love sort of the roller coaster of emotions that Nidourific must have felt getting that space jump and then seeing it was for Farfaloo. Yeah, and MM2, like this is what I'm saying is that was an extremely slow worst room in the game, and even if it was 2-3 times slower than the fastest routes, it's still just one room. Like I think a big part of Super Metroid Randomizer is just being comfortable going through any room with a bunch of different loadouts.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the interesting things about it too. Compared to vanilla, you have to or ideally you want to be aware of all these different situations and know what to do with whatever you have at any given time.
Yeah. It looks like Farfalu does want to check GT. Unfortunately, I believe this means Nidourific is not going to find his Varia for a long time, because I believe it's at player two's wave. So that's really going to change what Nidourific wants to do. And MM2 has a very cozy Ridley fight here. He's got full beam. Yeah, I think, I believe Farfalu took Croc Speedway out of ice. Yeah, it's always weird putting off checks in something like multi-world, because we have a situation here where, because Farfalu is doing Lower Norfair before Bubble Mountain, Nidourific is presumably going to be going up to Meridia first, when Nido would have a very nice PKRD order.
Yeah, it's kind of more convenient to try to go like Lower Norfair first, then you loop around and it puts you right back in Bubble Mountain. But yeah, in multi-world you can easily just miss stuff for your teammate.
Yeah, I think in multi-world it's often just really good to prioritize item-dense locations.
Yeah, but just because there's kind of like, it may not be as efficient, but there's just kind of that opportunity cost there.
Yeah, Farfalu did fall really behind, having a lot of trouble with that wave gate glitch. So it's possible, like, at this point Nido can afford to make a bunch of extra checks. Although we also have seen, we have seen teams run into some issues trying to do the calculus of like having the player who's ahead try and have an easier time with it, especially in Turian, missling all the doors, refilling, saving, and then suddenly they're behind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of intricacies to multi-world, and I think having good communication with your teams is a really big deal.
Yep. And it's worth noting too, I think, like for this category this week, the way that we determine the winner is basically whichever team's second player finishes first. So it's not like average time or anything. So there's no real benefit, like say if one player is far ahead, they don't necessarily need to rush some other brain or anything.
Right. Yeah, it's often advantageous if one player is significantly ahead to just try and find any items that makes the more behind player sort of better off. If you could find a better beam combination, more miners. Yeah, or if you want to do save the animal surprise. Yeah, so at this point, we see Team Golden Shower. Really, with that charge beam, I would not be surprised to see Golden Shower just completely go mode this.
Right, yeah. I agree. Like, they have decent beams. Maybe not perfectly ideal, but nothing that's going to give them too much trouble for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, MM2 has full beam combination, so there's no reason for him to want any more ammo. Toasty has not quite new route beam, but he's also got 50 supers to his name, so it shouldn't be too long of a great fight.
Yep.
Yeah, it looked like Toasty was going for the grapple. Unfortunately, if you screw attack one of the goo particles, then Dragon flies away.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit careful there, but gets it anyway.
It is pretty interesting seeing two Dragons on screen at the same time from players with very different routes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toasty doesn't even check behind Dragon. At this point, a beam would help Toasty out. If he found Plasma Beam, that would help out a fair bit. However, you can't count on that, and it's not even saving that much time with these mini supers.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree that supers are definitely going to fill whatever gap is there right now.
And it looks like Team Last Minute is going to be go moding soon.
Yep, Blue's picking up Ludo's various suit. Farfalu probably could use a little more ammo.
Yeah.
But other than that, they are very close.
Yeah, I know we just found it. Where was player 2's charge? Player 1 charge was behind player 2 Ridley.
I can't remember exactly where it was, but hopefully it was on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, Golden Shower is in a really good position. Nidorific does only have that one boss left, but Ridley both takes a long time to get to and get back from.
Yeah, I think it was a little unfortunate for last minute. Nidorific went up to the wrecked ship.
Awesome, I am entering Dragon.
Didn't get too much, but then And then Farfelu kind of missed out on that berry suit, but
yeah, I don't think any routing decision that Last Minute made is like completely objectionable. Like after Farfelu was feeling behind, struggling with Wavegate glitch, I think you have to take some amount of risk.
yeah, agreed. And also with that screw attack, makes it a little bit more appealing just to go straight into Lord Northfire.
Alright, and our third Dragon goes down. At this point, Farfelu just wants to close this out. He should have enough minor location checks just along the way.
Yeah, shouldn't have too much trouble. Just needs maybe another super pack and 1 or 2 more missiles, something like that.
Yeah, so 4060 is sort of like what you want to see at least. 4060, you can kill Mother Brain if you missile all of the doors and then refill. 4065 is sort of perfect, and that gives you 2 to spare. Yeah, I believe 2565 is fine, although that should require refills.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously you want to avoid that as well.
Yeah. This is interesting from Toasty. I guess at this point, while you're waiting for MM2 to catch up, you might as well try to find a better beam or something. Or high jump boots.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like high jump, probably, besides beams, the main thing you'd want here.
Yeah, high jumpless escape is kind of annoying. Yeah, this has been a really fast seed. Like, from Golden Shower, we're gonna see a sub-hour finish. To answer a question in the chat, yes, teammates are allowed to communicate with each other. It would be pretty difficult to do multi-world without. At that point, I think you're just 100%ing the game.
Yeah, teammates, they're like, communicating what they still need to go mode, and their ammo situation and all of that.
Started going for Happy there and maybe realized he didn't have high jump boots. With that space jump, I'm pretty sure that Shine sparking up there and then space jumping through Coliseum is faster than Happy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no idea about that, but it's definitely a little tricky without the high jump boots just to get there in time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty commonly said that high jumpless halfie is as difficult as, if not harder than, full halfie with high jump boots.
Toasty making a little pit stop at Gauntlet. Probably just gonna head straight into terrain.
Yeah, there aren't really any other checks that Toasty could make. Like, I guess Toasty could. Did Toasty check Waterway yet? Regardless, he doesn't have that much time.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe he did, since they all got speed about Teresa at the beginning. Looks like he's going for a ship refill though, which isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, ideally you would do this before Gauntlet. He might have just forgotten. In this case, it's not a big deal. And that's sort of where multi-world can get interesting. Is it's pretty common to find yourself in a situation where one player is just sort of leisurely making their way through the rest of the game. You know, I'll get to terrain eventually, while the other just has to go as fast as they can. Oh, and Toasty shows off the golden shower. Very nice.
Nito's having a pretty decent sword fight. It's a little tricky without high jump boots, just kind of annoying, but good stuff.
Yeah, if you have speed and no high jump boots, it's very easy to just, playing Super Metroid, you're used to always holding dash, and it's very easy to hold dash, move for a bit, try and jump up to manipulate Ridley's pogo, and you just can't make it high enough, depending on how long you're running.
Yep.
Yeah, and Team Last Minute, assuming neither of them makes any more checks, should be fairly similar time-wise.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be like pretty even. Just whole trek back from north there versus fighting Fan 2.
There are a couple easy checks Farfalu could make here, if he wanted to. And same for Nitorific. Yeah, like Farfalu's taking Spooky Missile here. But even a check like this, which is right there, doesn't even require a door transition. That was still like 10-15 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, and MM2 is through the Metroid rooms at this point.
Yep, they're basically on each other's heels here. Unfortunately, no baby skip today, I don't think, because no high jump.
Yeah, baby skip without high jump is ludicrous.
And Toasty gets the more traditional ice sub skip.
Yeah, you can go for the speed for swag, but even if you don't want to, like, even if you have screw attack equipped, if you don't get speed zeb skip right away, it's generally better to just missile out the first zeb and use the so-called spring ball zeb skip, which doesn't actually require spring ball. And so Toasty here has saved 13 supers for Mother Brain's catch-up phase. Some runners prefer to blow all their supers right away. Others would rather save it for the catch-up and make that phase as quick as possible.
Yeah, I'm definitely in Toasty's camp here too. I'd rather just get it over with, not take the risk.
And Toasty fires a golden shower directly into Mother Brain.
They're committed to the bet, for sure.
This is also going to be 2 rainbow beams here, or just enough health not to have one, and we see million onion rings instead. Yeah, meanwhile, Farflu is just enter Turian. And Nidorific is making his way, presumably, well, Nido doesn't need to ship refill with full beam. Might feel more comfortable with the ammo, though. We'll have to see.
Yep, looks like he's just skipping it.
Yeah, I like this.
Farflu's making their way through the Metroid rooms, using missiles on the Metroids, trying to save some ammo, it seems.
It's interesting. I think MM2 could actually take the lead here over Toasty. No, probably not. It's very close, though. Yeah, with that stand up.
Yep.
Very nice. You can stand up with any beam combination. However, with new route beam, it doesn't really save that much time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it can just be like a little bit nerve-wracking because there are a couple ways you can soft lock. I will say, especially for how much our two teams had different routes, it's pretty cool to see all of them in terrain at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. All things considered, this they're not too far apart. It's not like a blowout or anything.
All right, and MM2 NES cartridge is our first place finisher with an official SRL time of 52 minutes and 40 seconds, followed shortly thereafter by Toasty with an official SRL time of 52 minutes and 51 seconds. Those are our first place finishers. GG.
Nice, GG.
Yeah, that was really well raced, and I believe one of the fastest finish times we've seen so far this tournament.
Yeah, that was very nice. Very well done.
Yeah, we'll see if we can hopefully get them in for interviews. All right, MM2 unfortunately is having some internet issues, so he won't be able to do an interview.
Looks like Farflu is going to the last phase. Neatorific is just right behind, so I think you're right. They did it up very close.
All right, yeah, and now we're joined by Toasty. GG.
Thank you guys.
How are you feeling about that seed? That was a fast finish time.
Yeah, that was the jet seed. So this is my second ever multi-world. MM2 got me hooked up this morning. We did a practice run with Varia at Wreckship Reserve. So this one was,
Nice.
yeah, that one. This one was a lot. This was like a jet seed with finding that last dude at the wave, and it was like, wow, basically ready to rock, without ammo mode.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Farfaloo decided to take Croc Speedway and do Lower Norfair before Bubble. So they didn't find that Varia for Nito until quite a bit later.
Oh, dang. Yeah. But that's a good play. I mean, that's it's so fast. It's fast to check those items coming out of LN at the top there. Yeah, actually, I have to kind of get running, but just want to say, yeah, good games to Neatorific and Farflu, who look like they're really close behind. And thank you very much for the commentary. And thank you, Tracy, for all the work behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everywhere. So, thanks, guys.
Yeah, have a good one, and best of luck in your future rounds.
Yeah, thanks so much.
And on that note, be sure to follow all of our runners here today. Go follow MM2, follow Neatorific, follow Toasty, follow Farfaloo. Shout outs to them for putting on a great show and a great race. Be sure to follow the Restream team as well. We've been Cassidy Moen and Glove on comms, and Tracy M and Scoopula have been doing a wonderful job with the tracking.
Yeah, big shout out to Tracy and Scoopula. Makes it a lot easier to follow and commentate, especially in multi-world.
Yeah, multi-world tracking is really something, with the fast item fanfare and the items being given to other players.
Yeah.
Meteorific and Farflu are really close here. Just like half a room behind each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe you can go for the blue bomber if you don't have high jump boots, unfortunately. Like, I just don't think you can reach up high enough. All right, and Farfaloo finishes in 3rd place with an official SRL time of 57:57. Followed shortly thereafter by Nitorific with the 4th place finish of 58:12. GG to all of our runners.
GG.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if we can get either of them in for an interview.
Yeah, that was a pretty good race. You know, I think a lot of it came down to just kind of the items not being in the right places for Team Last Minute. Just wreck ship didn't have much, and then the various suit, maybe a little bit tighter execution. To be honest, I was a little impressed with MM2 and the spike suits. That was pretty
Yeah,
nice.
that spike suit was so cool. Yeah, and I mean, MM2 made that spike suit look easy. I've seen people trying to do various stuff for like puzzle races or whatever, just do attempt after attempt to get that spike suit. It's an awkward one to get.
Yep.
It looks like we're joined by Farfaloo. GG.
Hi, thank you, GG.
How are you feeling about that seed?
Well, it was really fun to play a nice seed. I got a little weird at the beginning because I screwed the graphic while passing the door. But that's not the only reason I missed the gate glitch at the beginning. Even after that, I had to try another time. But yeah, after that thing and missing crate, I think after my gaming was pretty much better. Still satisfied with how it went.
Yeah, really good to hear. It was a really good race to watch. And I recommend you watch it back. Unfortunately, it sort of came down to just making the wrong bets. MM2 and Toasty, they routed this pretty much as tightly as you can. Like MM2 spent a bit of time in Meridia before getting his Varia, but that's it.
Yeah, I know Nito made all the check in wreck ship and there was nothing there. I don't know if they do that, but that's a big time loss for us. I could have got that Varia sooner, but I know Nito with Gravity could do some more things, so I just took it on the way back after relay.
Yeah, very well run. I mean, it's really cool to see all 4 players have a time under an hour for this seed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even realize for multi-world it does not happen all the time. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, well done. Do you know if Neaterific can come in here for an interview or wants one?
I don't know. We ended the voice call. I presume he would come in, but I don't know.
Yeah, no worries. Well, best of luck to you in your future races. And thanks for coming into this tournament as sort of a last minute addition.
Yeah, unfortunately, I heard about the league like a week ago, and the inscription was already over. But yeah, I had another chance to come in last minute. But yeah, I'm very happy to be there.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're in here.
Thank you, and thank you for restream. And I wish the best luck for you for the end of the season.
Thanks, you too. All right, and with that, if Neaterific is not going to come in, I think that's going to be just about all for us. Any closing comments about the seed?
Nothing from me. Just great race to watch, like you said. Glad we got to commentate it together, watch it. Thanks to the runners, Tracy, Scrupula, Speed Gaming.
Absolutely. Yep. And yeah, with that, I think we're just about ready to wrap everything up. Be sure to follow all of our runners, follow the Restream team, and follow the Speed Gaming family of channels. I believe there are 6 total, and there's always something on all of them, pretty much, it feels like.
Yeah, check the schedule. There's speedgaming.org. There's a schedule. They play all kinds of different games, not randomizers, speedruns and so on.
Yeah, I believe the next Rando League match is happening in just a couple hours from now at 6 p.m. We've got 2 different ones. On Speed Gaming 1, we have Team versus Team 3. And Speed Gaming 2, we've got Meme Team 6 versus Baby Skips. So be sure to check out those matches. And with that, I think that's going to be everything from us, and we will see you next mission.
Yep, have a good one.